Dr. James, from Pancreatic Cancer Warriors, appears on screen, his expression serious, yet empathetic. He speaks directly to the camera with a confident, measured tone. Losing weight without trying might sound like a dream, but when it happens unexpectedly, it's not a victory, it's an alarm bell. Your body is sending you a critical signal, one that demands your full attention. Unexplained weight loss is one of the most common, and yet most frequently dismissed, early warnings of pancreatic cancer. This isn't about your new diet or exercise plans suddenly working overtime. This is a fundamental, biological alert that something is deeply wrong. We need to talk about why this happens and what it truly means. Let us be clear. The weight loss associated with pancreatic cancer is not the result of you simply eating less or burning a few extra calories. It's a complex, insidious process orchestrated by the tumor itself. Think of your body as a finely tuned engine and your pancreas as a critical part of the fuel system. The pancreas produces essential digestive enzymes, which are like tiny workers that break down the food you eat, especially fats, so your body can absorb the nutrients and use them for energy. A pancreatic tumor can act like a physical blockage in this system. It can physically obstruct the ducts that release these vital enzymes into your intestine. When that happens, your body's fuel line is effectively blocked. No matter how much nutritious food you consume, those key nutrients, the fats, the proteins, the vitamins can't be absorbed. They pass right through you, undigested. It's like putting premium fuel into a car with a clogged fuel filter. The engine sputters and stalls because it's being starved of what it needs to run, even though the tank is full. This is why you might notice changes in your stool, like greasy or oily textures, because the fat isn't being broken down and absorbed. It's a direct, physical consequence of the cancer, disrupting your body's most basic functions. This is not a simple dietary issue. It's a mechanical failure within your digestive system, triggered by the growing tumor. The problem, however, goes far beyond a simple digestive blockage. The cancer actively hijacks your body's entire energy economy, fundamentally altering your metabolism. It forces your system into what scientists call a hypermetabolic state. Imagine your body's resting state, like a car idling at a stoplight, using a minimal amount of fuel just to keep the engine running. Pancreatic cancer presses the accelerator to the floor, even when you're sitting perfectly still. Your resting metabolic rates, the number of calories you burn just to exist. The tumor sends out signals that command your body to burn through its energy reserves at an alarming and unsustainable pace. It's a relentless, invisible drain on your system. You could be lying in bed, resting, but your body is working as if it's running a marathon. This constant, accelerated calorie burn is a massive waste of energy, depleting your fat stores and then moving on to break down your muscle tissue for fuel. It's a state of internal chaos where the normal rules of energy balance no longer apply, and it's driven entirely by the cancer's own selfish need to grow and spread. This leads us to one of the most devastating aspects of this disease, a condition called cachexia. This is not simple weight loss. Cachexia is a profound wasting syndrome, a progressive and relentless loss of body mass that specifically targets your muscle. This is a crucial distinction. It is not something you can fix by simply forcing yourself to eat more. You can consume thousands of extra calories, but the weight, especially the muscle, will continue to disappear. Why? Because cachexia is driven by inflammation. The pancreatic tumor releases inflammatory molecules, called cytokines, that flood your bloodstream. These signals are like a constant, blaring fire alarm throughout your body. They disrupt the normal processes of muscle repair and growth, instead promoting muscle breakdown. They also interfere with your brain's appetite signals, making you feel full even when you haven't eaten much, further contributing to the cycle of wasting. Cachexia is the cancer actively cannibalizing your body, breaking down your strength and vitality to fuel its own growth. It's a systemic attack that conventional nutritional support alone cannot reverse. It's a defining feature of why weight loss in this context is so aggressive and so concerning. When you see unexplained weight loss in isolation, it can be easy to explain away. But when it appears alongside other specific symptoms, the alarm bell becomes impossible to ignore. It becomes part of a constellation of red flags, pointing toward a serious underlying issue. Pay close attention if this weight loss is accompanied by jaundice, which is a yellowing of your skin and the whites of your eyes. This happens when the tumor blocks the bile duct. Notice any persistent abdominal or back pain, a deep, gnawing ache that doesn't go away. Be aware of a sudden loss of appetite or feeling full quickly. And critically, watch for the new and sudden onset of diabetes, especially if you have no family history or other risk factors. The pancreas produces insulin, and a tumor can disrupt this function, causing your blood sugar to become unstable. When unexplained weight loss, that relentless muscle-wasting process we've discussed, is combined with any of these other signs, it is no longer a mystery. It is a clear and urgent plea from your body for medical investigation. Do not wait. This is your cue to see a doctor and demand answers. I'm Dr. James from Pancreatic Cancer Warriors. Acknowledging the warning signs is the first step in the fight.